Hello and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your July monthly tarot card reading. If you haven't already and would like to check out your free 3-card tarot spread, then you can do so in the description box beneath this video. They're written for the past, present and future tenses in mind, so you really get an overarching idea and feel for what's going on in your specific circumstance. But if you would like a more detailed view, you can always reach out to me directly for a live or recorded one-to-one session. I'd also be really honoured if you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you get alerted every time Patrick and I drop a new video, and this includes our daily show. But without further ado, let's get into our reading to see what July holds for you.
Hello Virgo, and welcome to your July 2020 tarot card reading. So we're going to have a look at what is going on for your present situation here, Virgo. So the first card that comes up is the 5 of Cups. It could be that you feel like you've missed out on some kind of opportunity. An example of this would be you see a job but you've missed the deadline, or something like that. In some tarot cards, these 3 cards are spilt. It's crying over the spilt milk. But there are 2 more cups that are totally full of opportunities. So it's kind of like a roundabout. If you feel like you've missed the turning, you could just go round again. It might take a bit longer and that might feel frustrating, but please don't feel you've missed an opportunity forever, because the universe doesn't work like that. It will keep popping up the things that are right for you and the things that you're asking for in a lot of ways. Now, what is blocking you this month, Virgo? Well, we have here the Page of Pentacles. It could be some concerns over finances. The Page of Pentacles, if it's a person, usually represents a youth in our lives, typically a male. So it could be that there is some concern over this person, or you're just supporting them if they're feeling a bit if they're struggling a little bit. I feel, though, as a blockage card in terms of the cups here, this is about missing an opportunity. Now, the Page of Pentacles can always find a new opportunity, a new way to go forward. So it could be that this feeling of missing out is very fleeting, and you're going to get right back on the saddle and really get everything sorted. So that is really positive. Now, the card that is your foundation card for this month is Judgment. Judgment can mean that we got to make some choices. Usually they are moral choices. Who do you want to associate with? Perhaps you have friends who you thought were friends but have completely different views to you that you just didn't realize before. It's about who we absorb information from, and this can be on social media as well. Everybody is entitled to have their opinion, but there is a line between opinions and a line between people being hateful. And so it could be that you got to have a bit of a clear out in your social media in order to feel like you can go on there without getting stressed out. And this isn't about judging people. This is the funny thing about judgment. It's not about sitting in judgment and saying somebody is a good or bad person. It is, though, about following your own moral compass and sticking to your own philosophy, your own values, and what meshes and mixes well with them. You shouldn't have to just deny everything you believe in, everything life has taught you, just because somebody asks you to. Okay, using some discernment this month. Now, the card that comes up for your past is the 10 of Swords. This has come up for quite a few people this month. Obviously, it will depend on person to person, but the 10 of Swords can often represent betrayal. I typically think of this as a Julius Caesar card, where his best mate Brutus and others stab him in the back. And whatever their motives were, or whether they thought they were doing the right thing or not, it's still a betrayal. And so I feel like maybe you have been betrayed in a very overt way, and that there's no question about it. Or maybe you just feel betrayed. Maybe somebody kept something from you in order to they thought to protect you, but in doing so you feel like they've let you down in some way. This could be way back in the past, by the way, because this is the past card, but it could be that it starts coming up for you again. If that is the case, just allow yourself to experience those feelings, but don't let them sort of consume you, because you're moving forwards now. It's okay to grieve and revisit these things. That's totally natural and normal, or whatever normal means. But it's about not letting it consume you too much. Now, the card that is spiritually crowning you this month is the High Priestess. This is beautiful. The High Priestess has this book of knowledge. She is very depolarized. And it's funny that it's opposite this Judgment card. The High Priestess knows a lot. She's very intelligent. She knows about facts and figures. And she knows the truth. But she doesn't get involved unless she's asked. So this could be a simple thing like there's some kind of argument, whether it's a physical argument or whether it's something on social media. Maybe you have a perspective that you know about. You got to weigh up whether it's right to get involved or not in that circumstance. Now, for some of you, it will be totally right to get involved and step in. For others, maybe standing back and just letting things unfold a bit more so you can get more to the truth of a matter. The High Priestess is also a very psychic card, so as this is spiritually crowning you, you could be getting some downloads. You could also, Virgo, be very drawn to spiritual practices such as looking at Akashic record, past life information. This could be something that really floats your boat this month. Now, your immediate future that comes up here is the Knight of Wands. This is fast moving energy. It's very, very fast. Wands is creativity. This is feeling very self-assured. Wands isn't really about battle. If we look at him, his horse is dressed very nicely. So it's not about charging into battle and having to defeat everybody. This is more about exuberance, showing off your creative side, showing off your skills. I feel like this is a lot of passion, and you could be finding yourself, you feel really attractive inside, and you could be attracting people because of that. Your state of mind for this month, Virgo, is the Seven of Swords. Oh, sorry, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card that can make us feel a little bit trapped. Even if we look at the image, it's very much like a prison, right? It's like we're stuck in the middle, but it's not a physical prison. This is a prison of our minds, and usually of our own making, because this is in the state of mind position. The good thing about it is there is always an opening, there is always a way out when the Eight of Swords appears. In other tarot cards, this card is shown as a woman who's blindfolded, surrounded by fences, but right in front of her is a gate that opens, but she can't see it because she's got a blindfold on. So it could feel like you can't see a way out to a tricky situation. Believe me, there is a way out. Just got to keep the faith. And I hope that if it is the case that you've been feeling a bit trapped in this situation, that there is that hope now that there is a way. You will figure it out. I have faith in that completely. Now, your outside influence is fantastic. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune represents change. The wheel is turning. It's going round, and it's a new chapter of your life now. Now, because this is an outside influence, it could be that someone steps in and gives you a new opportunity. And that could feel wonderful. Someone just helping you out, taking off the burden a bit. It could be that you hear some news and a new job offer or something like that. But I do think something from the outside, an outside person or situation, is going to make you smile this month. This could be the key to escaping this mind prison that you feel that you're in. Or that you could feel that you're in, I should say. And so here we have your Hope and Fear card. Well, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups very often represents a relationship of some kind. I have it right here. That's funny. It's usually a soulmate relationship, right? So the Two of Cups is about harmony, working together. If you were currently single, it could be that you're actually really craving that relationship at the moment. You feel ready for it. If you are in a relationship, it could be that you're learning new strengths about each other, that the commitment is deepening. Usually, 9 times out of 10, this is about a love relationship. If you don't feel that applies to you, this could be about harmony, just wanting some peace, wanting to work together with people in a peaceful way where it's cohesive and you feel heard and you feel respected, surrounded by people who are maybe a bit more gentle this month, Virgo. Just to give yourself that feeling of safety. And your outcome for this month is the Page of Swords. This could again represent a youth in your life. If it does, it's somebody who might be a bit cheeky, could be a little bit naughty, getting into trouble sometimes, but really good heart. But this also represents the ability to cut through any rubbish, to get to the truth of the matter. It's very pointed, it's very knows what it wants. Not always the most democratic card. He's not the king yet. He hasn't quite learnt the skills to be the democratic leader, but it can really sift out, a bit like one of those, where you find the water. It can sift out truth and lies. So your truthometer could be really buzzing this month, Virgo. So just to really recap, you might be feeling a bit trapped, but I do feel some outside influence is going to help you with that. You got to pick your battles wisely, and especially around social media. Just give yourself a break from it if it's getting too much. And you could have felt like you've missed an opportunity, but please don't think it won't come round again, because there's every chance that it will, and it could be something even better than you first expected.
Thank you so much for joining me this month. I really do feel very honoured to have you in this space and to be in your presence. If you would, again, like to check out your free 3-card tarot spread, you can do so by clicking the link beneath this video. And if you would like to reach out for a one-to-one recorded, live or emailed reading with me, I'd be honoured to do that with you as well. But until we speak again next month, take care and have a very safe month. Alyssa.